Welcome back to the channel, everyone, and today we are taking a close look at the United States quarter dollar. United States quarter dollar from 1981 and talking about its circulated value and what collectors should look for before spending one or putting it away. If you enjoy old coins, rare coins, and interesting coin values, make sure you stay with me until the end because even a common-looking quarter can become more interesting when you know exactly what details to check. The 1981 United States quarter is a Washington quarter and it carries a face value of 25 cents. At first glance, this coin may look like an ordinary piece of pocket change, but collectors know that the date, mint, mark condition, and possible errors can make a big difference when determining its value. The Washington quarter was introduced in 1932 to celebrate the 200th anniversary of George Washington's birth. The design became one of the most recognizable American coin designs and continued for many decades. By 1981, the Washington quarter had already been in circulation for almost 50 years. The obverse of the 1981 quarter features a portrait of George Washington facing left. You can see the word Liberty above his head and the date 1981 below the portrait. The famous motto, "In God We Trust," appears on the left side of the design. The reverse shows the traditional eagle design used on Washington quarters during this period. The eagle is surrounded by United States of America and the denomination quarter dollar. The motto E pluribus unum also appears on the reverse. One of the most important things to check on a 1981 quarter is the mint mark. The mint mark can tell you where the coin was produced. A 1981 quarter may be found with a D mint mark from Denver or an S mint mark from San Francisco, depending on the type of coin. Some 1981 quarters were also produced at Philadelphia without a mint mark. The design was created by sculptor John Flanagan and quickly became one of the most recognized coins in American history. By 1981, the Washington quarter had become one of the most widely used coins in the United States. Millions of these coins were produced at the Philadelphia and Denver mints for everyday circulation, while proof versions were struck at the San Francisco mint for collectors. The reverse continued to feature the traditional eagle design that had appeared on the coin for decades. The 1981 quarter was made from a copper core covered with layers of nickel because the United States had stopped producing silver circulation quarters after 1964. This change helped reduce production costs while keeping the coin durable for daily use. Although the 1981 quarter was minted in large numbers, many examples spent years in circulation and became worn through everyday use. Today, collectors search for high-quality, uncirculated examples as well as rare mint-error coins because they are much more difficult to find. The 1981 Washington quarter remains an important part of American coin collecting and continues to attract interest from both new and experienced collectors around the world. The condition of a 1981 quarter dollar plays a major role in determining its value. Most coins found in circulation today show signs of wear from years of everyday use. These coins often have dull surfaces, smooth details, and small scratches, which usually keep their value at face value. Coins that have light wear with most of the original design still visible are more desirable to collectors. The best examples are uncirculated coins that have never been used in daily commerce. These coins display bright mint luster, sharp details, and clean surfaces with very few marks. Collectors also look for coins with strong strikes and attractive eye appeal. A coin that has clear lettering, crisp details, and original color will usually be worth more than a worn example. Coins that have been cleaned, polished, or damaged are often less valuable because collectors prefer natural original surfaces. If you believe your 1981 quarter dollar is in excellent condition, it may be worth having it examined by a professional grading service. High-grade certified coins are much scarcer and can sell for significantly higher prices than ordinary circulated examples. The value of a 1981 quarter dollar depends on its condition, mint mark, and whether it has any rare mint errors. Most 1981 quarters that have been used in everyday circulation are worth only their face value of 25 cents because millions were produced and many are still easy to find. Coins have a copper core with outer layers of copper-nickel material. When you look carefully at the edge, you can usually see the characteristic layered appearance. Collectors sometimes use magnets and weight measurements when checking unusual coins, but these tests should be used carefully. A magnet test alone cannot determine whether a coin is rare, and a slightly different weight does not automatically prove that an error exists. If you have a 1981 quarter in your collection, the best thing you can do is inspect it under good lighting. Look at the date first. Then check the mint mark. Examine both sides for unusual doubling or other strange characteristics. Check the edge for anything unusual and finally examine the overall condition. Do not clean the coin before you determine its value. Cleaning can permanently damage the surface and may make the coin less desirable to collectors. If you think you have something special, it is usually better to leave the coin exactly as you found it. Let's talk about circulated value in practical terms. If your 1981 quarter is a normal heavily circulated example with no unusual variety or error, it is generally not a high-value coin. Its primary value is usually its 25-cent face value. If the coin is in better condition and has strong details, it can become more interesting to collectors. If it has a recognized variety or genuine mint error, the value can be considerably different depending on the exact feature and condition. This is why you should never judge a 1981 quarter only by looking at the year. Two quarters with the same date can have very different values if one has a special mint characteristic or error, and the other is completely ordinary. Another important point is that online listings can sometimes create unrealistic expectations. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you subscribe to the channel for more coin collecting videos and coin value information. We cover United States coins, old quarters, pennies, nickels, dimes, half dollars, and many other coins that you may still find in collections and circulation. And before you go, take another look at your 1981 Washington quarter. You never know what detail you might discover when you look closely. Thanks for watching and happy coin hunting.